Hi there, it's Rebecca from Sapphire Coast Tarot. Today I will be doing a full moon reading, which is a blue moon for the sign of Aries. Now that blue moon is tonight, the 22nd. Depending on where you are in the world, it may be the next day or whatever, but the energies are surrounding us are up until the 24th. So this is a blue moon. It's not actually blue in colour. It just means that we have had our second full moon in the calendar month. So we are just short of the 30 days. So we had a full moon, and then 29 and a half days later, which is today, we are having another one. So that's why it's called a blue moon. Now, this particular blue moon is called a Sturgeon Moon. What is a sturgeon? It is a prehistoric fish which has been traced back to around 136 million years ago, and many people call them living fossils. So, yeah, there's a little bit of trivia for you. Yeah, so our next sturgeon blue moon will be in 2024. So that's a couple of years away. So that'll be on August the 19th and 20th in 2024. So you may have also, if you've been looking at the moon in the last few days, you may have seen some bright objects near the moon. If you have sort of been looking at around the 19th and 20th, you probably have seen Saturn. So Saturn is very close to the moon at the moment. Possibly last night and tonight you may see Jupiter, which is also very close to the moon. So we've had Saturn moving past, and then Jupiter, which has been in, with both those planets are in retrograde. So the influences there would be quite strong for you at the moment. Saturn in retrograde is making us feel compelled to follow the beat of our own drum instead of just following what is, expected of us. And Jupiter in retrograde is helping us to grow. Life has gone into pause, as we know, with COVID, and also, or stall completely. So we've had to come up with different ways of communicating, different ways of working, different ways of doing everything. So that's what's happening with those retrogrades, and that they may be strong at the moment because they are going past very closely to the moon. All right, so what I am going to do for you, Aries, is I am going to do a small spread for you. It is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune I'm going to have a look for in the deck, and either side of that, on the left of the Wheel of Fortune will be what you are leaving behind, and to the right is what is in front of you. So this is just for this full moon period, so it's only a few days. So we're going to see where the full moon is up to for you, Aries, and what's been happening. I do find around the full moon time, I'm in my rising sign. So that's just, if maybe you want to check out your sun sign and your rising sign at this time. If you are very spiritually aware, it's probably also, you may like to look at your North Node, which I have been talking about North Nodes and South Nodes in the readings. So I haven't actually done yours, Aries, for Venus moving into Libra, so that's a love reading, but I will be doing that next week. So that Venus, which has moved into Libra, will be up until the 10th of September. So getting back to this particular reading, we're having a look for the Wheel of Fortune in the deck. Okay, let's have a look. We've got the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Let's see where the Wheel of Fortune may be today. I hope you've had a great weekend. We have had really good weather in Australia. It is very nice indeed. So yeah, outside yesterday at the river with my son. So that was really nice. Okay, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. We've got the King of Swords. The King of Swords is behind you now, and in front of you is the moon. So we are having the full moon. So that's very good energy for you, Aries. All right, so in behind you, you may be leaving a King of Swords person behind you. Now, this may be someone that is a air sign. In particular, this may be a Gemini. Aries, you may be leaving behind a Gemini. The King of Swords is someone who is mature. They have a very good reasoning mind. They may be an authority figure to you, or they may be a father figure to you, or a mother. Just a mature energy. It can be a boss that you have decided to part with. It could be an ex-husband or an ex-wife, but this is represented by Gemini. They're a disciplined person. They like things the way they like them. They're very very high moral grounds. They're a serious person. They're very they have very high standards, and they're extremely strict. So that's what you are leaving behind there, Aries. Okay, so then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune has turned around, and next is the Moon. So the Moon is a card that talks about, what does it talk about? It talks about illusions. It can also talk about uncertainty. Maybe you're feeling insecure at the moment. Maybe there's some sort of unseen depths that you're not aware of. Your emotions could be highly fluctuating at the present moment, which isn't unusual. A lot of people's emotions are highly fluctuating at the moment, especially if you have any type of water in your chart. You're going to be feeling that, Aries, but you may have also had some deception around you. That could have been this person here, this Gemini energy, or someone with Gemini in their chart. As I said, if it was a boss, you've decided to part ways with them. It could have been an ex, but now, Aries, you've decided to move on from that. You're still feeling very emotional about the whole situation. It can, as I said, it can talk about possibly deception and uncertainty, and that your emotions are highly charged and fluctuating. So your dreams may be very vivid at the moment, but it's a good idea to trust your intuition and your gut instincts at this time. Don't jump to conclusions, especially around a full moon, because I tell you what, the energies are so potent sometimes that we don't know which way is up. So it's a good time to wait until this time has passed, like at least a week. Just sit on it at the moment, before making any rash decisions. So by not jumping to conclusions, and not acting in haste, take your time until things do become clearer. Now, being an Aries, I know that you sort of want things done yesterday, but in this time, around this mood time, it's just a good time just to chill out. Just take some time out and relax. Do some breathing, meditate, go for a walk on the beach, go to the river, go to the park. Just take in nature. Just get outside, put your feet on the ground, shut your eyes, and keep grounded. Concentrate on those feet going into the ground and keeping you grounded. And do your breathing exercises, because you do not want to make any rash decisions at this moment, but you are leaving this person behind. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Aries. All right, so I am going to pull you an oracle card to see what is next for you. That was too many, Spirit. I just want one. If I can possibly have that, I would be truly grateful. Thank you. Okay, we have got you're very close to achieving your goal. So that's really good. Very good, Aries. I'm happy, very happy for you there. Just move a little bit there. That's a bit clearer for you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the word gibbous means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want, though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there is also a sense that the situation is a bit tense. So don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you. It's just to let you know there's a fuse attached to this situation. So be careful if you choose to light it. Attuned to the moon. I know that I'm on the right track. The additional meanings for this card are: now is a good time to review your plans. Keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams. Stay focused. It's a good time to start a new project. You need to get back into good health habits. Okay, the full moon comes at the very end of the lunar cycle. She looks like she's bulging because she's almost there. So she's nearly fully rounded. It's a culmination of the waxing cycle, and as such tends to be a rather intense period of the month. No matter when you pull this card, it suggests a very ripe time and a very ripe situation. So remember those, if your emotions are up and down and round, just hold on for a couple of days and everything will feel a lot better for you, Aries. Okay, so I have pulled you a chant out. So you can chant this moving around the house. I am a giver and a taker. I am a giver and a taker. I am a giver and a taker. And so it is. So that's something that we can put out to the moon, which happens tonight at 10:01. All right, that's what I've got for you, Aries, and I will talk to you again very soon because I'm going to do your Venus in Libra reading, which is your love reading, right up until the 10th of September. Okay, bye. Bye, Aries.